Greetings, everyone. Today, we are talking to Comrade Cora Ndebele. Comrade Cora Ndebele is based in Bulawayo, is an activist. He's involved in the voter registration in Matabele and the region. You know that Zimbabwe is going to elections in 2023. But before the 2023 elections, we have by-elections that are coming up in 2 days' time on the 26th of March, 2022, where a number of political parties will be contesting. Comrade Cora, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself and the work that you do.
Okay. My name is Cora Ndebele, a resident in Bulawayo. Actually, a concerned resident based in Bulawayo. I started the hashtag Be Registered campaign, Be a Registered voter campaign to encourage mainly people from Matabeleland region and Bulawayo to register to vote. After realizing that our numbers of people who appear on the voters roll are very low compared to other regions, because Bulawayo only have 254,630 registered people on the voters roll.
Okay.
Yes. Then Mat South have 259,000. Mat North have 335. Compared to Mashonaland Central, which only have 527. Masvingo have 610. Mash East have 625. Mash West have 647. Harare only have 891,000, nearly a million, roughly. Midlands have 752. Manicaland have 727. Then if you compare the numbers to Matabeleland constituencies, 3 combined, you'll find we are less than a million.
Okay.
So the numbers are very low. And started this campaign to encourage people to register and appear on the voters roll.
What does it mean if the numbers are low? What is likely to happen? Because I remember the 2013 Constitution spoke about delimitation after 10 years. So if the numbers are low in Matabeleland region, what does it mean?
Okay, it means we have high chances of losing constituencies. Because for a constituency, to have a full constituency, people should be 20 to 25,000 registered voters that appear on the voters roll. If they are less than that, chances are high that some constituencies in Bulawayo will end up getting combined. For example, we have some locations, constituencies having 14,000 registered voters, like Emakandeni and or Makwekwe. They have around 15,000, which is far less than the required number for a constituency. Hence, we are more likely to lose a constituency in Bulawayo. Actually, the whole of Matabeleland, we were not even gaining a constituency. It was going to be better that we gain a constituency, looking that we only have, Matabeleland only have 38 constituencies. From the 210 constituencies nationwide, Matabeleland only have 38. So you see the concern now with comparing the constituencies that we have as Matabeleland to other constituencies, other region constituencies. Our numbers are very, very low.
And someone might want to ask you to say, we have 210 constituencies countrywide. So if Matabeleland lose 3 constituencies, say 1 constituency per province, and it comes down to about 35 constituencies, what's the difference? What's the matter? What's wrong?
When we are talking of constituencies, we are talking of maybe people that we are sending in parliament, people that will speak on behalf of our constituents. So losing a voice, it's a huge loss for Matabeleland. We're already strained as a region. So losing a voice will be a huge loss. And again, we have Constituency Development Fund, a fund that is given for each constituency. This fund really assists in development of our constituencies and our region and our communities. depending on the need for each constituency. Maybe constituency will say we need a clinic. That fund assists in development of that particular constituency.
Okay. Do we know how much was received by constituencies in the last budget?
I'm not sure. I'll have to research, but I know that previously we used to get 50,000 US per constituency.
Okay. And this money goes to development in the constituency. Now, let's talk about then the drive to get people to register. What is it that you are doing, the practical work to ensure that people are registered to vote? How do we motivate people to register to vote?
I've been talking to people one-on-one, visiting all sports, whereby, let's say I go to a bus stop and talk to the people, encouraging them to vote, to register, and telling them about the importance of being a registered citizen. Because what I've observed is that people are very ignorant, because that ignorance is costing the whole region at the end of the day. Because here we're not actually forcing people to go and vote, because voting is your right and it's your choice, fine. But in this particular matter, we're encouraging people to go and register, regardless of the matter that you are going to vote or not. What's important and what's of priority for now, it's for all the citizens in Ndebele land and in Bulawayo particularly to go and register so that we won't lose a constituency.
Okay. Are you driving this campaign as a concerned resident in Bulawayo from Ndebele region, or you work as an organization? Are you leading an organization?
For this particular campaign, I'm just doing it as a concerned citizen of my Ndebele land, because sometimes if you associate this campaign, people are quick to associate you to a certain political party. So I'm working as a concerned citizen so that I encourage people from all the political parties across. I don't have any political party that I work with particularly, but I'm just asking for every citizen to go and register, regardless of the political party that you are associated with.
Okay. How has the civil society in Bulawayo and Prapu in rural Ndebele and received your campaign? Are they assisting? What is their attitude to this campaign?
No, they have received positive response from the society as a whole, considering that even the civil society, remember, they have also tried to do their best, but their best haven't been enough. Because they were talking even to people, they started talking to people maybe long back, encouraging people to register. But still the numbers that are there, they are still very low. Hence, I started this campaign to encourage people to do the campaign at household level, encouraging every responsible citizen at household level, because I know that for every household, you find that there is one informed member at household level. So that one informed member should make sure that the whole of her or his household go to register and appear on the voters roll. So in turn, I'm encouraging everyone who is responsible enough at household level to do the same, so that we push for every household to have zero tolerance to non-registered citizens at household level.
Okay. Any plans to engage religious organizations, because we know that most people in Zimbabwe belong to religious organizations? Any plans to speak to the leadership so that in their sermon they include the issue of voter registration?
Okay, thank you. That I've done so far. I've talked to quite a number of religious leaders. Of course, they are responding in positive manner. Some, of course, they are negative, because their priority is always about voting. Then I tell them, this particular campaign is not all about voting. It's about registering, appearing on the voters roll. Because they are so much concerned, because there are some religions which are anti-voting for one reason or another. So it's very difficult to convert such people. But because for this campaign, our main concern is for everyone to appear on the voters roll, regardless of the matter that you will vote or not vote.
Okay, okay. So your hashtag is reaching a lot of people, because the last time I checked is that about 50% of Zimbabweans have access to WhatsApp. Are you getting any feedback from the people that you communicate with?
Yes, I'm getting positive response from the people that I communicate with, though I'm also getting negative response. Some are saying, are saying, you know what, your campaign isn't healthy as families, you know. But one way or another, I'm getting positive. Majority is positive response.
And then let's look into the first-time voters before we discuss the diaspora participation. The first-time voters, because someone turning 18 this year is eligible to vote in 2023. What are the challenges in young people who are turning 18 or who recently turned 18 to acquire the Zimbabwean ID, which will enable them to register to vote?
There is a huge challenge that the youth are facing, because most of them, they don't have IDs. And the challenge with our registrar officer, it was because of COVID-19 regulations in the previous year and a half. So the number of people that don't have IDs is just overwhelming for them. So I've tried even to approach the registrar and ZEC to encourage them to have a running program that goes concurrently with the registration of IDs and the registration of voters, of those who want to vote on voters registration. It will make the work easier, and also it will be possible to reach every youth there, those who particularly don't have IDs.
Okay. No, that's interesting, Comrade Cora. And then the mobile voter registration, has it started because we have a by-election coming up on the 26th?
Yes, it started on the 3rd? And the program is ending on the 28th of February. That is on Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. From your own observation, what has been the attitude of residents in the mobile voter registration? Did we see huge crowds turning to register, or people were simply walking in twos? What did you read from this exercise?
People were just walking in twos and threes. There were actually very few. Hence, we were still trying to encourage them to go and exercise their rights to appear on the voters' roll, because the numbers haven't been impressive. But the good thing is those who had challenges of locating the centers now have access to centers in the nearby community.
Okay. So you no longer have to transport, say, people from Luveve. I know one comrade who has been transporting people from Luveve to go to the ZEC offices in Famona. So now the voting station, the registration station is now closer to the people, unlike what was the case.
Yes, the registration centers are now closer to the people, though they have days. Like the other day, I was talking to someone who is in Kulumane and was asking me, where exactly are the centers, the registration centers? And I had to rush trying to talk to the ZEC personnel to give me location, only to find that on that particular day, they were not there at Nkulumane. They were at Pumula. So you see, the challenge is still there, but the better thing is even if they are in Pumula, if you are from Kulumane, you can go and register in Kulumane, so long you have the required material for one to register.
Okay, let's get to the diaspora, particularly those that are in Botswana, in South Africa. We do not have the correct number of Zimbabweans that are in South Africa. The media puts them between 1.5 to about 3 million. Of course, some exaggerate up to 4 million. But we know that there's a good chunk of people from Ndebele land that are in South Africa. Is your campaign targeting such individuals? Because we know that diaspora vote is not going to happen in 2023. What is the strategy around where?
Yes, I'm encouraging even the diaspora community to come and register and appear on the voters' roll. It's not necessarily that one have to come all the way from SA today to come and register. But whenever you visit your relatives, your family, let's say in December, I know very well that ZEC is always open at their ZEC offices. So if you come to visit your family, make sure that you go and register anytime.
Okay.
So long if it's on the midweek, Monday to Friday, they are open at ZEC offices.
Okay, so if someone, because we are going to Easter weekend soon, so people can go to their district offices to register to vote. They can go to Famona ZEC offices in Bulawayo and what other places?
It depends with the region where you are from. Even in Mat South, there are ZESA offices in Mat. You can go there and register. Even in Mat North, it's the same. They are there. ZEC offices in Mat North, so you can go to the nearest place wherever you are to register anytime. You don't necessarily have to wait for this particular program that is rolled out by ZEC.
Okay, okay. I know this question might be a bit of a challenge, but do you know if whether more women are registering to vote? Because I'm asking this because I have seen in rural communities meetings attended by women in rural communities. So I'm not sure whether you might know if more women are registering to vote.
Yes, women are always the majority. Women are always the majority in everything, my leader. So yes, they are registered. Even when registering, the women are always majority. Even when doing this campaign, that's why I targeted women, because I know that the women are the majority and they always make things happen at household level. Sometimes we find that, the head of the families, our husbands, the fathers are always not here. Maybe they're out of the country trying to fend for the family. Yeah. So women are always the majority.
Yeah, yeah. I know, Comrade Cora, that you are not full-time. Like you said, you volunteer with actually to pull you out of your lunch during lunch hour to have this discussion with you. But how are you being funded? You might not want to share with us how you are funded, but if people want to assist in your campaign, how should they contact you? Maybe they want to contribute ideas, maybe they want to contribute small resources towards your campaign.
Okay. I've been funding myself so far. I haven't got any funding from anyone. And I have my contact number, which is 0772 728 263.
263. So because this is a Zimbabwe number, is plus 263 77 27 28 263, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So people can contact you in this number. Before you go and grab your lunch box, what else would you want to communicate to people that are watching this video? I mean, this YouTube channel.
Okay. I would like to encourage all people who are watching this YouTube channel to go and register and encourage family members at the household level to go and register, because at the end of the day, it will be affected by the delimitation exercise if we don't stand up and bring the change that we so much want as a region, as a community. I'm also encouraging the diaspora community to talk to their relatives who are based at home to go and register as well, to do the same. It's a push. I always say this is the last push, because the delimitation exercise will be taking place very soon. So this is the last push. So we have to push using all possible means to make sure that at household level, we remain with no non-registered citizen at household level.
So you're basically saying that when we send our groceries to our families, we should write a letter, put it inside the Shangani bag and say, please register to vote.
Yes, it's very important. And usually parents and our relatives based at home, they usually listen to the diaspora community. So I'm basing on you, the diaspora community, to talk to your friends, your relatives, your family members, to just do the right thing and be responsible citizen and register to vote and appear on the voters' roll.
Okay. No, thanks so much, Comrade Cora Ndebele. We will do our part as well to encourage Zimbabweans in the diaspora, Zimbabweans that we are in contact with back home to ensure that all of us are registered to vote in 2023. We've always, like you said, that the issue of who one is going to vote for, the discussion for another day. But for now, the drive is to get everyone to register to vote. Please, if you are not a registered voter, visit your local ZEC office, or in your district, there's a ZEC office. Register to vote. If you want to support the campaign by Comrade Cora Ndebele, our dear sister, her number is +263 772 728 263. She's available on WhatsApp if you want to talk to her and share notes on how all of us, we can drive the voter campaign. Otherwise, please write your comments. We want to hear the challenges that you are facing in registering to vote, so that we can probably talk to even ZEC and see how those challenges can be overcome, so that all of us were able to register to vote. Please like this YouTube channel, subscribe, and as I'm saying, share your views. Otherwise, goodbye. Thank you so much, Comrade Cora.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.